my dear students, good morning to each one of you. Hope so you all are fine and enjoying these digital classes nowadays. Dear students, welcome to digital classes. समय 10 से 12 वाला हर घर बने पाठशाला. This is chemistry class. Today we are going to start our introduction of unit 2, that is structure of atom. But before going to start, as usual, let's start with the positive mindset. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, if you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. Yes, dear students, it means without hard work, nothing grows but weeds only. In this world, many people want to become successful. Maybe you want to become successful, you want to become famous, you want to become like someone that to whom you are admiring. You want to become, but you cannot become without doing hard work. Dear students, if you want to achieve something in your life, if you want to become something in your life, if you want to become a successful person in your life, you need to do lots of hard work. Today, whatever hard work you will put in your study, in future you can harvest it in the way of a fruitful crop. We need to play with our sweat. We need to do day and night a hard work. This is the meaning of this thought. If you want to shine like a sun, as we are saying, sun is the ultimate source of energy. Everybody want to shine like a sun, but we don't know the sun, how much the sun is burning. Okay, so this is my appeal from you. Do hard work to achieve those things, those goals which you have thought in your mind. Okay, so before going to start our today's topic, let's recap about the unit 1. As dear student, we have yesterday finished our unit 1. Hope so you all understood all the topics of this unit. Just to sum up the unit we studied in this particular chapter, I'm going to recap these following things. In this chapter, we have studied about the definition of chemistry, branches of chemistry, importance of chemistry. We have studied the matter and its classification. We have studied the measurement and its importance in chemistry, in which scientific notation, significant figure we did some numerical related to mole concept, mass, percentage, empirical formula, and molecular mass. Then we have studied up laws of chemical combination, in which 5 basic laws. Those 5 basic laws converted into theory in the Dalton atomic theory. Dalton atomic theory is following further modified into modern atomic theories. Then we have done in the end ways of expressing the concentration, in which the reaction in solution we did qualitative and quantitatively. Qualitatively diluted and concentrated, and quantitatively majorly 5, like percentage, mole fraction, part per million, molarity and molarity. So today we will start our unit 2. So let's start. The name of the unit is structure of atom, a story of a tiny particles. Everything in this universe is made up of matter, you know, and matter is the basic composition of small particle that is called atom. So dear students, although you know about the atom is the basic thing in which neutron, proton, electrons are there, but we need to take you more detail, more deep, more core about this concept. So let's discuss in detail about the structure. So basically this is the overview of the chapter, mind map of the chapter. So in this chapter, suppose these all topics, whatever topics are there in chapter, I have divided into 4 parts to make it in better understanding with better way. So first part is about the atom, in which we will study about the atom, electron, proton, neutron, history of structure of atom, in which Dalton's atomic theory, J.J. Thomson's model, Rutherford model, and other scientists who have discovery of proton, electron, neutrons we will do, and then in which these if we will talk about the history of atom in timelines, so you can see the Democritus was the first scientist in 460 BC who has started about the history of atom. According to him, the smallest particle, atom, is indivisible particle. Then after that, Dalton's contribution nobody can forget. John Dalton in 1803 AD has told that the basic law of conservation of mass can neither create nor destroyed, and the atom is the smallest particle. Then after that, 1897 Thomson's contribution, 1912 Rutherford, then Bohr. These 3 scientists were there who has worked for the structure of atom. Then modern quantum cloud of model that is the behavior of electron, proton, neutron inside the atom. In part 2 we will study about the wave nature of electromagnetic radiations, particle nature of electromagnetic radiation, black body radiations, and Planck's quantum theory, atomic spectra, which is wave nature. Then the failure, once the Rutherford failure will come, then Bohr's model of atom we will study. So these all things we will study in detail in the upcoming topics. Part 3 and 4, in the part 3 we will study about the behavior, that is dual behavior of matter, which is called de Broglie equation, also one of the most important topic. Heisenberg uncertainty principle, quantum mechanical model, atomic orbital quantum number we will study, Pauli's exclusion principle, wave function and radial probability function we will study. Then in part 4 we will study about the orbitals after Bohr's model, shapes of orbitals, sp, d, f orbital, electronic configuration, how the electrons are configured, how the electrons are distributed, and what are the basic rules to fill the electrons in different orbitals, that we will study, and IUPAC name of element above 100 we will study. So let's start about the introduction of chapter. As you can see, chapter 2, atomic structure. What is atom? Basically, this is given by Dalton. Matter is made up of extremely small particles which are indivisible in nature. It consists of subatomic particles, electron, proton and neutron, which is known as the fundamental particles. Now in the electron is named by Stoney and discovered by cathode ray experiment in Crookes tube, a long glass tube with two metal electrode. At every low pressure, when high voltage is applied, a flow is produced due to flow of negatively charged particle. It is known as electron, which was discovered in cathode rays. Then proton, which was discovered by Goldstein in anode ray experiment in perforated cathode tube with gas at low pressure, high voltage was passed, and then one light that was we observed, that is known anode rays, and this is called proton in future. Neutrons was third fundamental particle which is carrying no charge but has mass equal to the nth atom or proton. It is discovered by James Chadwick. You can see the name of constant unit, electron, proton and neutron. So mass unit is AMU or kilogram, electrons value, protons value, neutrons value. You can see charges is known as coulomb, and proton and electron have negative and positive charge. Electron is negative 1.602 into 10 raised to the minus 19, and proton is plus 1.602 into 10 raised to the minus 19, whereas neutron have 0. So in introduction, atom was discovered by John Dalton. He proposed the famous atomic theory in 1807, that is called Dalton's atomic theory. We have studied in previous chapter also, in which atoms are fundamental unit of matter. In every matter is made up of atom. The existence of a different kind of matter is due to the different atom constituent in them. Okay. So about history of atom, already we have discussed, but Democritus in 460 BC, he composed that matter is composed of atom and that cannot be further divided. One more video I am going to share with this. So in that video it is given in detail. Watch that video carefully and try to understand the concept. And what is atom? Matter is anything that takes up space and has mass, we know, and all matter is made up of atom, in which atom are the building block of matter, sort of how bricks are the building blocks of. Suppose whatever building is made up of, that building is first made up of a small brick. So brick is the basic fundamental of that building. In the similar way, atom is the basic fundamental of any matter. Okay. So Dalton's contribution, we cannot forget Dalton's contribution is the discovery of two fundamental particles, electron, proton, inside the atom, led to the failure of the aspect of Dalton's atomic theory. What made the Dalton atomic theory fail? That is the concept which told that there is some basic fundamental particles, subatomic particles inside the atom also, which is smaller than atom. As in the atomic theory we have studied in last chapter, all matter composed of atom. Atom cannot be made for destroyed. All atoms of the same element are identical, and different elements have different types of atom, in which chemical reaction are occurred when atoms are rearranged and compounds are formed from the atom of the constituent element. So these were the basic theories of Dalton's, as you have studied in last chapter. So discoveries of proton, electron and neutrons also we will discuss, in which structure of atom is the smallest constituent unit of ordinary matter, like in which electron, proton, neutron are present. So first discovery of proton was discovered by basically Rutherford in his famous gold foil experiment, in which gold foil experiment he said that Rutherford bombarded a beam of alpha particle actually on an ultra thin gold foil and then detected the scattered of alpha particles in zinc sulfide screen. You know very well this theory. This is you have studied in 9th class also. That is Rutherford gold foil experiment, in which the proton was found in the nucleus. If we will talk about electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson in 1897 when was studying the property of cathode ray. We will study in detail in next video, and describe the neutron. Neutrons were discovered by James Chadwick in 1932. He performed experiment by using different targets of bombarding besides paraffin. By analyzing the energies of different target after bombarding, he discovered the existence of new particle which is charged less and has similar mass of proton. This particle is called neutron. Although the structure of atom you know very well now, matter is the like chemistry is the subject of composition, properties and changes in the surrounding, and matter is the basic composition of any kind of material in our surrounding. And matter is made up of atom. Atom is composed of three subatomic particles: electron, proton, neutron. Electron is discovered by J.J. Thomson, proton is discovered by E. Goldstein, and neutron is discovered by James Chadwick. After concluding all these things in this chapter, now we will study in detail. This was not new thing. All these things already we have studied in 9th class. The students, don't be confused. This chapter is same chapter which we have studied in 9th class. Structure of atom, name same, but now this year we will do it a little bit in detail. Okay, so conclusion, we have started our unit 2 today. Structure of atom divided in 4 parts. Part 1 done, in which about introduction of unit 1 we did, about history of atom we did, Dalton's contribution we discussed, discoveries of proton, electron and proton, neutron we did. Okay, this is not proton, the neutron. Okay, so this is all about for today. Till next video, you stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself, and thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay, thank you.